my earliest memories of cooking and being at home in our household was Christmas, like when Nanny was making like pepper pot and all them type of things there. And then I grew my passion for food off the back of that. I feel like
yeah, fair enough. Your mum was a very good cook. Your nan was a good cook.
Very, very good cook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Growing up, you and Nanny used to really cook together. I remember Nanny used to always cook in the daytime.
Yeah, she was always there,
and then you'd be cooking more in the night time. You'd always come down and make your stews and kind of stuff in the night time.
I was 24 when I came to UK.
24?
Yeah,
that's young,
24.
Man.
Yeah, I wasn't young.
Of course that's young. Imagine me at 24 coming to London from Guyana.
I was 24 and...
okay, and where did you come from?
Guyana.
So you came from Guyana?
Yeah, I come from Guyana, South America. They classify us as West Indians because we played West Indian cricket and that sort of thing. And because they were a part of British Empire, that's why they classify us as West Indians. But actually, we're South Americans.
Okay.
Because of the South America, right? Guyana is in that region, South America, that's it. What happened, I started off from Guyana. I flew into, with a prop plane, to Trinidad. But then from there, we pick up the boat. The boat was the Antilles.
Okay.
And from there, from Trinidad, the first stop was Barbados.
Okay.
The next stop was Puerto Rico.
And everyone was just jumping on at these stops?
No,
was he just stopping off?
No, people were jumping on at these stops. They were picking up passengers as they go along.
Yeah.
The boat left, the Antilles leave Trinidad, went to Barbados, from Barbados to Puerto Rico, from Puerto Rico to the southern part of Spain, and from the southern part of the Plymouth, where we take a train from Plymouth to Paddington. My cousin was already in Peckham.
Okay, Uncle Gordon.
He was living. He was his brother, which his brother bring him here. I think in about 1954 or 56, and that's it. So we come to link up with my cousin.
Okay,
that's it.
So, Grandad, when you was on this boat, what type of food was you eating? And when you arrived in London, what type of food was you eating? Was it like a big change from like Guyana food to here, or?
No, the thing is that what happened, maybe when I came to London, I started working at the railways, but that only lasts one day. One day. Then I end up working at a tea shop, the J. Lyons.
Okay.
So I start working there like that. I get very much attached to the English food.
Okay, which is what?
Because the reason why I'm working in a tea shop, they used to provide you with the food, you know.
Oh, what, so breakfast, lunch and dinner?
Yeah, breakfast, lunch. Not dinner, tea.
Okay. Well, like afternoon tea?
Afternoon tea.
Okay, yeah.
That's why I tell you about chips and sardines and biscuit.
Sardines and biscuits?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Sardine and biscuit, you know, all Chelsea bun.
Okay, Chelsea buns,
Chelsea bun or Welsh rabbit.
Okay, yeah.
Welsh rabbit. Welsh rabbit. Toasted egg and toast.
Okay.
And you may get toast and a sausage.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
That's breakfast with a cup of tea.
What about food back home? Like, what was your favourite dish back home? Like, what was Granny making? Not even Granny.
My mum.
Yeah, your mum. What was she making?
Well, what she was making, she used to go down to the seaside there because the fishermen used to come.
Okay, yeah.
And mostly we didn't have meat. Not that you didn't have meat. You couldn't afford to buy meat.
Too expensive.
Too expensive.
But fish was cheaper.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you go down there and you get a handful of fish or shrimps or something, and it was not cheap.
And is that where your passion for fish and
that's
seafood
why
come from?
That's why you see I always favoured fish and prawns. That's where it comes from. Because we couldn't afford to. You would have meat once a week, and that would be a Saturday. Your mom, that's when they'd been paid on. That'd been paid on Saturdays, then she could afford
She could afford it. She could afford it.
At the market and buy meat.
So when you first came over here, where was you getting your ingredients from? Like, was it easy to find, like, your plantain, your yam, your banana?
When I came to London, You couldn't find plantain and yam there. If you want that, you might have had to go to Soho.
So in West End?
So the Chinese.
Okay.
You see, if you want like aubergine, the Chinese used to have that. You could, because what happened, the Chinese, because a lot of them come from Hong Kong, so you go down to Soho if you wanted. Apart from that, if you wanted fish or pig legs, what do you call it?
Trotters.
Yeah.
Pig's trotters.
Yeah, trotters. If you want, you go into Brixton, and the pig trotters, they used to give it away to you.
So in Brixton, you wasn't able to source these type of things. Like there wasn't any markets in Brixton.
Well, you had a big arcade, and you go in there just like in Peckham. You go in there, and they had stalls in there. You could, they cater for the public.
Okay.
You get anything you want in Brixton in those days. Apart from, you never used to have hard food. Hard food didn't come into the market then.
Okay.
The hard food came into the market about the late 60s.
Okay.
When I say hard food, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like yam, green banana.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Obviously, we got a really small family, like me, you, my mum, Auntie Pam, and obviously Nanny, but Nanny passed away.
Nanny passed away. Was only, what, 5 of us?
Yeah.
5 of us, and then his nan passed away 2 years ago. 21, isn't it?
Yeah, 2020.
2 years ago she passed away. When she passed away, she was 83 years old. I'm sorry that she went, but because when she passed, when I talk about her, tears want to come to my eyes, but yeah.
I know, man. Sad, isn't it?
Sad, yes. Sometimes I wish she was here. But it's a part of life, isn't it? You're here today and tomorrow you're not there. And leave the ones that are here to think about you and weep about you and sit and remember the years that you had with her and that's what I had with the individual.
The legacy I want to leave when I obviously get older and that is I want to essentially try to get a Michelin star West Indian kitchen.
That's a good idea.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously you and Nanny, I got my passion from food from you guys. So that's how I kind of want to go along that route. My experience of what I feel like the Caribbean food has done to the British culture is very much, it's a big one because obviously I make refined Caribbean foods and I feel like that's such an angle in terms of So you know.
But if you notice the British don't eat Caribbean food, you notice them?
No, but they do, Grandad. Now they do. Now it's trending now. Like it's actually
trending now. That's just the ancient times.
Yeah.
I haven't caught up with the times.
So the type of social media videos that I do in terms of cooking, it's all based on Caribbean food, but obviously with French techniques. Then obviously you know that I do events, so these events that I'm doing, there's all Caribbean foods.
Particularly Caribbean food.
Yeah, but I'm breaking down. So, for example, you get your normal jerk chicken, and I'm breaking it down into
what are you just catering for one set of people or what?
No, I'm catering for everyone because now it's food that people want to try.
Oh, that's my boy, isn't it? I've been looking after him from now. From the day he born, I was looking after. Take him anywhere and everywhere.
So, me and you have never cooked together, but when I was younger, you used to always make me chow mein.
Yeah, well...
And I remember one time you was trying to make me chow mein with you, and I never got into it. Can you talk me through how you used to make chow mein, Grandad?
Chow mein, okay, we have the spaghetti, you boil it, and what happened, we used to to go with the spaghetti, you have to make a stew.
Yeah.
Make a stew and then we mix all together, get the spaghetti there, and we put the stew in there to be turn it over. Okay. And that's just it,
And that's how we make chow mein.
That's how we make chow mein.
So maybe when we go home today, we can make some chow mein.
It depends on what you. I don't know.
Saying that doesn't interest you, saying that on it.
That's how we make chow mein.